Listen to this.
Cubans, as we know, that are in Miami, the I will vote for Donald Trumps, they are very soft targets for misinformation.
Oh,
A lot
really?
of Latino and Hispanic communities are, to be frank.
Really?
And especially if you're from Cuba.
Do tell.
Cubans hear socialism, communism, and as long as the Republicans use those words to describe democratic policies, they will vote Republican every time, even if they're voting for themselves to be put out of America.
Right.
They will do it every time.
What an idiot.
That's something that it requires a level of sophistication to understand. And one of the main platforms.
There's nothing more ironic to me than a black woman from a community who has been voting Democrat since they got the right to vote, trying to school Latinos and specifically Cubans and telling brown people pretty much how misinformed we are and how we're not as educated and we're just not as sophisticated to understand why we vote Republican or right wing. Because God forbid we think for ourselves. God forbid. I mean, we should be lockstep with the Democrat Party. We should be on the plantation, not asking any questions, just picking that cotton, right? Because that's our role. Duh. All I gotta say is Lyndon Johnson, okay? He helped create the welfare system, which absolutely destroyed the black family and the black community. Do the research. And black people have been voting Democrat 90% since then. But you want to tell us, Latinos, how misinformed we are and how stupid we are for voting red and not blue, for leaving the plantation, and for being free thinkers. God forbid. And to tell people from Cuba specifically who actually lived through socialism, who lived through that lifestyle, who understand it, who don't want it repeated here in the States, to tell them, you're just not smart enough. You just don't understand. You're not sophisticated. Right. And your version of freedom is what? Being a chronic victim? Being coached by white liberal saviors? Constantly seeing yourself as someone who would never measure up, therefore you're just going to be angry for the rest of your life? Not truly living the American dream? Because it's not for us. Yeah, that's your mentality, not ours. That's the difference. Instead of worrying about my community, worry about yours, okay? And I'll just end it here. Let me remind you which party fought to end slavery and which party fought to keep slaves on the plantation. And they're still doing it.